What the hell is this? We're live, right?
I believe so.
So before anybody runs away or gets scared, Dave will be here a little bit later. He's at basketball with the kiddo. Vincenzo will be here a little bit later. He's at soccer practice with the kiddo. So you get stuck with me and this guy over here to start off. But so we got Michael. I'm Steve, IRP, episode number 256. Still crazy to think we're at 250 episodes. Honestly, didn't think it was going to last this long. We do have a guest. He is anxiously awaiting in the green room. We didn't get him last week, but we did get his partner in crime, which was always nice to see. So we would like to bring back our good friend, Mr. Ryan Bannister of RBI Crew 7, Sports Cards and Collectibles. Ryan.
Hola. What's up, guys?
Good to see you, my friend.
Howdy.
Good to see you.
Good to see both of you as well. I get to see Michael a little bit more in person these days. That came to our first card show in the card shop, and I got to see him in Columbia, not even a month later of that. So
Right.
good to see Michael quite a bit more, which is great.
Yep.
Yep. Well, and it's always good to have you, Ryan. We did miss you last week. We chatted a little bit here in the pre-show, but again, it was nice to have Neil on. We don't get to see him as often. Got to chat quite a bit, catch up. He's not as well-versed in the communication aspect and promoting certain things that you guys do around this time of year.
He did mention that.
But again, he took the time. He knew that you weren't going to be here, so he needed to do his part, and he did fantastic. Again, Neil is great. We love Neil, and it was good to have him on, and again, catch up. So Holiday Mania kicked off officially last Friday.
Yep.
Although it always starts a little bit earlier because poor Ryan has to update things manually.
Yes.
Which hopefully at some point you guys come up with something in order to make that a little bit easier for you.
Yeah, it's yes and no. I've gotten better at it. Actually, I had every product done. It was 350 something products. I think it was 350 total. So I basically had all the products on Holiday Mania on the website done by Wednesday, 2:00, which is a record. So for the first time and since Holiday Mania started, I got to enjoy Thanksgiving at my house with my family. We host here every year, so it was nice not to really have to stress working that day. However, we got so hit hard on orders between close of Wednesday and Thanksgiving, and it just kept going crazy that I took the liberty to go up there. I took my two boys with me and worked for about an hour and a half running around, pulling as many orders as I could because Neil was going to go in later and ship. However, Matt Hannell, he was off as well, didn't tell me, just went up there and started working as well because he knew what we had. The crazy thing is the amount of orders we got in. We have a great team, and we had every order that came in from Wednesday at close up until 9:30 a.m. Black Friday morning. My goal was to have every order pulled before our doors open to the public, and we had every single online and pickup order pulled that was coming in, and we did so many transactions. It was a record-breaking day, record-breaking week for our RBI Crew 7 as a whole, for the online and the store as a whole cumulative. So kudos to my amazing team to get every order done, boxed up, processed. Hopefully no hiccups. We have a system where we check everything off, but exhausting. However, the reward was worth it for everybody. I bought breakfast that morning, donuts, lunch for the staff, took the staff out for dinner that night. It's a long day, and everybody gives 110%, and we couldn't do it without them. You may be working the floor or working behind the scenes in the warehouse.
Well, and you had mentioned, so another record-breaking start to the holiday season for you guys. Love hearing that.
Thank you.
I will reiterate what I said last week when we had Neil on. For those who actually know, this is not paid promotion. We do not get paid to bring these guys on and promote their business. We do it because they are one of the best, if not the best, when it comes to what they do, not just from a shop perspective and the team that they have, but also from a card show perspective. And no, we're not kissing their ass either, hoping that one day that they ultimately sponsor the IRP. It'd be kind of cool, but we don't do things like that.
First time I'm hearing it, so hey, it doesn't hurt.
Well, so if you watch the early part of last week's show, Ryan, I mentioned it because like I had the link in there, I had it running as a ticker, I had it as a pinned comment, trying to drive people.
Thank you.
To take advantage of the deals, because like you slash prices big time or like this time of year. And we asked, hey, if you do happen to get anything, just mention, hey, the IRP sent you. Whether or not people did that or not, we don't know. We don't care. At the end of the day, we want you guys to be successful because you've been around forever. We saw how you started. We see how you continue to grow. And why would we not want to support you guys?
Well, thank you. So, I appreciate the kind words and everything you had said. And, we all go way back, way back, all you guys and myself and Neil. And it's been a road and a journey. And I just crazy to think where we're at now versus where we started. And it wouldn't have been possible without the support from guys like you guys that just believe in us and, just support us. I mean, Michael, you were there for our first trade night. You were there for our first card show at the card shop. You've been there for a lot of things. Steve, you haven't been there for any of my stuff, but you've been there in spirit. So
I've spent money.
I know. I'm giving you a hard time. No.
I made it to all three locations, even though location number 2, I was there day 1.
Yep.
And managed to not come back again. So somehow I don't know how that worked out that way, but it did. I'm glad to say I made it to all three locations.
You did the trifecta. That's what we call it, and that's it. There will not be another bigger.
There will be 4.
There will not be another 4. No, I can't do it. It's I'm blessed to where we're at, and it was crazy. I was dropping my kid off at the school today, and my card shop, the Salt Lake one that you went to, the second one used to be across the street from my kid's school. At the private school they go until they go to elementary. And his teacher from last year was our favorite teacher, hands down. Parker had her, Blake had her. And I walked by her and she goes, oh, I drove past your new shop yesterday with Blake's teacher, Mrs. Sanders. And she's like, wow, like that's a really nice building, like in a really good area. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Blake probably misses looking out the window and goes, my daddy's card shop, because he's all the time in his classrooms. But it was just great hearing that. We do a lot of stuff with the community, and we're going to continue to grow out there in the community with everything we can do, maybe in sponsor little league teams or any little league team that comes to us. As long as you are somewhat supporting RBI Crew 7, it doesn't matter. I'm not asking, support us. We'll be happy to support you. Oh, you're a customer of ours? Sure. We'll donate $250 to $500 to sponsor your baseball team. We're all about that. And we try to get our name out there the best we can in the right ways, locally and obviously around the country as well. And, again, it's just it's crazy to where this journey's taken us, and never thought we'd be anywhere we are now, and I'm beyond grateful. So thank you.
So I'm looking to get a penile enlargement next year. Do you mind donating to that cause too?
Sure, why not? I'm having a drink right now, so sure. Why don't you get me? My wife's like, oh, I'm buying this gift today. She went crazy for Cyber Monday yesterday, buying a bunch of stuff. So
note to self: text Ryan later tonight.
Gotcha. With
Venmo. Okay.
Yep.
No. Text me before 10 o'clock. I'll be asleep. Guarantee you that.
So Holiday Mania kicked off. You guys did I'll call it the giveaways in the shop.
Mm-hmm.
On officially on Black Friday, I guess, right?
Yes, on Black Friday, yes.
And for those who don't follow RBI Crew 7 on Instagram, again, selfless plug to these guys. We're trying to get them to do more on YouTube. Neil did make a commitment, by the way. So hopefully he'll get off his ass and start doing that for us.
2025 was about getting into the new location, do things, and then 26 we've got more things up our sleeves, and we need to start doing more things like that. Yes.
Touche, John. Touche.
Touche.
But no, in all seriousness, you posted right at 10 o'clock. You always do I'll call it the line tour. Of anything that's significant going on at the shop. And I have to say, like, that was a pretty damn big line.
So we gave away 200 bags, and how it works is you get a card and a top loader, and they're hand numbered 1 through 200. And there's 200 bags, but there's 7 gold bags. And gold bag is if one of your cards is signed on the back and red inked by all the staff that works, you get one of the gold bags. And how it works is we give away, you walk in, no matter if you're an adult or a kid, you're getting a redemption or one of these tickets to turn in. And I think by 10:40, we'd given away, I think it was about 10:40, we'd given away all 200 by that point.
That's
awesome. In less than an hour.
Well, like I know at one part of that opening video, you would come back in and and I don't know what the timing was, but he had like 10 left.
Yeah.
So it wasn't long after you did the walking around the line and everything else, and I'm sitting there going, "Holy crap!"
So when we had our grand opening, which was a huge event as well, so people would start the line and they went the other way and they wrapped around my building. And so I assumed that was going to happen again, but the line went around, and then instead of wrapping around the building, it went that way around the cars. But I didn't care. I mean, there was a massive line, which was amazing. And it went over great. Every bag had, I think it was roughly 7 types of packs in there. 7 or 8, and then it had a pack of top loaders and a pack of penny sleeves. And the gold bags, we had posted what was in those, and those were over $200 in value in each bag. And on top of that, we gave away 30 prizes for every $50 spent in shop, or if you did a pickup order between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we gave away those. We drew those today. 30 prizes were given away. I don't know how many thousands of dollars we gave away out of our pocket for that. But, we increased, not only going from 5 to 7 gold bags, we increased from 25 giveaways to 30. We also took our bargain box cards this year, and this has been a big hit. Instead of we always did half off for bargain boxes. Instead, we changed it. We wanted to give a better deal. We went $1 a piece on any bargain box card, no matter the price. And if they were already $1, they're not 50 cents a piece. We did over $5,000 in dollar cards that last weekend. I think it was like 5,500.
Wow.
And we already did, I think today we did like $700 or $800 today. And people keep saying, like, how long is this going on? We're like, till the end of the year. Holiday Mania is not done. It is till the end of the year. We just did a video today. All our singles in the cases, they were 20% off on the website and in the shop for Black Friday weekend through Cyber Monday. Now they're going to 10% off. However, we're still listing new stuff. Tyson and I did a video today. I don't know if you saw, but I listed Ohtani rookie graded cards, Judge, autographs, stuff like that, like Connor Bedard rookie young gun, PSA 9. It's a $300 card all day. It's on my website for $300, but now it's $270. It's 10% off. So I could sit there and, no, I don't want to put this stuff in. No, we want to continue to say we're not done. We're still putting new stuff out for you guys. We're still giving these deals till the end of the year. We want you to take advantage of that. That's what Holiday Mania is about, is giving back to you in the community. And that's why we do it online and in shop. All those singles are available online and shop. All those boxes are available online and in shop. And it was crazy. The Marvel was our biggest hit this year. Marvel, Upper Deck Marvel. I cannot believe we had a whole rack, and our bay racks are pretty big. They're about longer than my arms here. And there's 4 racks, and our Marvel was completely full. Right now, you could take all my Marvel and put it on one and not even fill up one rack now. That's how much Marvel we sold through. We had 24, 25 Upper Deck Series 2 hockey. We made those $100 a box. We made 120 boxes available. That's all we had. We sold out of those in 24 hours, 120 boxes. The crazy amount of stuff that we have sold, and we're still getting orders as we speak because it's still going on. It's not done. It's only done when we sell out, meaning that product is done when it's gone. It's off our shelves. That's when it sells out. Skybox Metal Universe 24 Multisport, 100-something boxes gone. I do a lot of homework with this. I do a lot of research, and I find what I think is the no-brainer price that is fair to the consumer with us as a whole. The point is, I lose a lot of money on a lot of these boxes.
Yep.
But my goal is there's stuff I don't lose money on. if I can walk out of Holiday Mania and go, this was a break even, that is a win, because it's a win for the consumer. It's a win for us because we recreate capital back in our business to survive what is called the fourth quarter, the dreaded fourth quarter in our industry. This is when you get destroyed by the distributors and manufacturers. However, we think we're in a good spot to really weather the storm this year better than ever by having that record-breaking year. But again, our goal is to give out amazing prices on things where you're just like, no brainer, I got to buy this. I got to buy this. I got to buy this. And like I said, there's 350. Was it 350? I think it was 352 products we did, which is, I think, is that what my number is? Maybe I type it down. Hang on. I have my spreadsheet.
I don't know. I was like, usually you're prepared, Ryan. I'm disappointed that
I'm disappointed in me too. I'm disappointed. So here we got 35. We started 35. I thought I typed the number down, 3588. I'm telling you the official number. So I keep this spreadsheet every year. It's on my Google Sheets. And what it is, it tells me a story. And it goes, okay, whenever I go to do Holiday Mania next year, I know, okay, what products are still left on this sheet, if any. If they're not here, then obviously they did. If they're still here, then I need to be cheaper this year than I was last year, unless something changed, maybe a player providing something for the product or whatever. So, sorry, I'm just getting a final count here. And I have these broken down by.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I missed out on a few things because I twiddled my thumbs, but that's the thing.
What were the ones you missed out on?
Upper Deck Series 2.
Yeah. 347 products were on Holiday Mania Special. That's 347 items.
Individual.
However,
individual SKUs.
However, if it had a case, I had to do that. If it had an inner case, I had to do that as well. We don't do packs. We'll do box, case, inner case, whatever. So I bet I had to do well over, I would guess 6. I mean, heck, if you go look right now, and again, not every Upper Deck can go on my website, but again, click the deals. So we have right now, Holiday Mania is 30 pages. And on each page is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15. So 600 items roughly right now are still on Holiday Mania. Right now. And that doesn't include singles.
Yep. And that's the thing. And that's what we reiterated last week. Check back because they're always buying stuff. The fact that they have singles available from a discounted perspective, they're constantly changing and adding and decrementing when it comes to singles. Like your box stuff, if you missed out on it, you missed out on it. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those. And, we've mentioned it in past episodes when we've had Ryan on here talking about Holiday Mania. Like, check back early, check back a little bit later when it comes to like Black Friday itself, but don't sit on, if you're wanting something, don't wait.
No.
Yeah.
Because
the thing is, people don't know. They don't know how
ahead.
much I have. No, sorry, I interrupted. I was just saying.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
You can't see like there.
Correct.
So something can sell out, and we may have more. But the problem is, we have to control what we put on, because what if we don't want? The one thing we don't want to do is oversell. And the biggest thing is whenever we go into this, it's like I want to upload. I'm not looking to upload all 100 boxes at once, because what happens is there's people who will literally buy all freaking 100. And I'm like, so I'm telling you, some of these shipments cost us quite a bit of money for some of these bigger orders that went to town. So I don't always want to put on so many. If I have a bunch, I will, but that's not everything I have. But what it'll get to is if you see it say last case or last box, not a number one, but if it's in the title, like in the title of the thing, it says last box or last case, and it has that last case image, that is all we have. When it's on there, if that's the last case, that's it. If it's last box, that's it. Then it's gone. Like once we're at that point, and that's my goal. I mean, obviously everything on this Holiday Mania list, I want to sell. That's why I'm putting it on there. I don't want to just sell for 1 weekend. I'm trying to sell for 5 weeks. If it's on there, I'm willing to sell out of it. I'm not going, oh, I'm holding this back or something like that. Sure, there's things on there that are going to go up in price, I'm sure, while it's sitting there. But our goal is to sell this stuff and make it the best price possible for you guys. And like you said, there's products on there where you're kicking yourself like, why didn't I jump on it sooner? And I'm not going to lie. I go to my competitors' websites and I buy stuff on there. I'm like, this is a no-brainer. I got to buy this. Because products that I either like to rip or something I think is a good buy. I've done that for years. And I go back and I'm like, dang it, why didn't I buy more of this? Why did I not buy more of it? But yeah, didn't mean to cut you off. I was trying to get
No, you're good. Where I was going, where you were going, like we were all on the same direction anyways. So again, so another record-breaking week to start, which again, Ryan, I love to hear that. Hard work does pay off.
Sorry, my daughter's in here. Hang on. This is the only thing. What's up?
No, you're good.
Hey, I'm in here. You can say hi, and then you got to go back, okay? Say hi.
Dad, when is my new headphones and my new tree gonna come?
Mommy ordered them. They'll be in soon. So she broke her headphones the other day, so we had to rig it with the tape. So it still works. But her new ones match her iPad here. So all right, hey, they'll be back. I need you to go back and close that door, okay? All right.
We're used to the kiddo interruptions.
It's inevitable when you do this earlier. You got it? There you go.
Hey,
thank you.
We don't mind. It gives us a chance to see him grow up a little bit outside of what you post on Instagram. So
sorry, you're saying something so we got to interrupt about record sales or something like the week or whatever.
No, again, like the fact that you had already mentioned, record sales again compared to last year. So hard work does pay off. You guys obviously continue to up the bar every year when it comes to making changes, improvements, increases. As you had mentioned, you up the number of, I'll call it gold tickets, but gold bags compared to years previous. So the question becomes, though, Ryan, like at what point do you think you're going to find the formula to where like it doesn't change anymore? Like this is our sweet spot. We know this is going to work. Or are you going to keep trying to do stretch goals to where it's like, okay, well, we did 7 this year. Are we going to try and do 10 next year and try and push the envelope? Or are you going to try and look for like a happy medium?
Yeah, well, as long as I'm not retired, I'm always trying to beat goals. I go to the national every year to beat a goal. I go into this every year. Our goal is, we have daily goals in the shop. Our goals are what we go up against last year. So we go like, okay, we did this many transactions on this many dollars in shop. I don't look at online on a day-to-day basis. Obviously that fluctuates, but I look at what we can do in shop, what we can do to gain. We want to continue to gain the shop, and the shop continues to grow in store. So I'm very goal oriented, and I don't think that'll change until I decide I don't want to do this anymore. And I don't know when that's going to be, and it's going to be years down the road. My hope is that one day my kids and even Neil's kid and take over the business, but that's up to them. That's if they want to do it. That's my hope, is that happens, that this can stay in the family, and that's the biggest thing. So, but as far as the goals go, I'm always looking to go over and beyond. Like we have our Christmas party this Saturday, and my staff knows that my goal every year is to go over and beyond what I did the year before for my staff. And as they continue to help us grow, I want to continue to show them how important we are. So I always try to exceed. I can tell you right now, we make goodie bags for every employee at the Christmas party, which I have to make 18 of them. And last year there were 5 boxes in there. This year there's 7 boxes in there. We do case breaks, and there'll be more cards there. There'll be more things I do. As we continue to grow, I continue to take care of the people that matter to me. And that's goal oriented there as much as my business goes. So I don't think that's going to change until I just decide I don't want to do this anymore. As long as I got breath in my body and I continue to live for this industry, I want to beat what we did last year. I want to do bigger and better things. And I think that stands the growth of our business from where we started to where we are now, is because of that vision that I have, that desire, and that will, that I'm willing to push myself the extra mile to get us to that next level. And we don't ever want to be, we're not trying to be Blowout or DA or Steel. We're not. We don't want to be there. And again, kudos to them for what they built. They have immaculate, massive businesses, but I feel like we can be in there in that top 5 level, but we also can continue to do things for our community. And I'm not saying they don't, but as far as locally and just control, it can be controlled. I just think if I were to get to that level, I'd have 50 to 100 employees. I wouldn't know everybody. I'm not looking to go that. We're still, at the end of the day, we're a small business in the sense of, if you look at competitors, you look at other things like that. We're not a small business if you compare us to like a mom and pop type shop or whatever, but we're still a small business. And I thrive on still saying that we are a small business, and I don't ever want to change that, no matter what we grow into. But I just don't think we'll ever get to that level because I don't want it to be that way. And I've stressed to people like Al from Waxstat.com, if you guys are familiar with, got to know him. We're on there, and he's like, I love you guys. You guys are great. I want you guys to be number one. I want to make you the number one. And I looked at him, I said, no, that's not what we want. We don't want to be known as like the number one online retailer. We want to be known for what we do within the hobby, within the community, but we have a website that can offer that to people. And we want people to go, we want to buy from these guys because not only do they got really good prices, but man, they're on it. They're shipping my stuff quick. The communication's great. They're friendly. They care about families. I'm not saying the other competitors don't. So I'm not trying to mix up my words, but I feel like
we're not gonna take things out.
I know, I'm not trying. But the point being is we're trying to do these things for all the right reasons while still maintaining a business to grow, obviously financially grow and everything of that nature. But that's why we give back so much. That's why I'm so adamant. Go, what can I do better this year than I did last year? Let's look at trajectory. How did things go last year? The one thing I'm gonna say, which grinds my gears, I'm gonna get this off my chest, and this is people who you give away these boxes. We give away 30 prizes, and what drives me nuts is that so many people are like, "Oh, I don't get to pick my box." Well, no, we throw your name. This is what it goes to. Oh, I don't collect that. Can I trade this in for something else?
No.
And we get that all day. Like we had people come in, and we get people come in. It's like, my biggest thing I tell people, if you're not happy, we'll take it. We'll be happy to give it to a kid who can appreciate this.
Right.
Or you give it to a kid. And that drives me nuts. It's like, you won something. There's somebody else that
it's free.
Yeah,
it's free.
It's free.
Where is the gratitude?
So Tyson said today we have the 2 Pokemon boxes in the product are probably the bigger value boxes as far as the giveaways. They're retail like $260 a box. And he said both people at the Pokemon were like, well, I don't like Pokemon. Do you guys want to buy this? And we're like, well, no, it's free. Like, we're giving it. Do you want it? Like, it's a prize.
Right.
But then the coolest thing I did here was I went out there, I was talking to my staff, and I said, so how are things going? She said, well, the cool thing is this father and son came up and they wanted WWE Cactus Jack box, which I'm like, that's awesome. You want a WWE? And the kid goes, Dad, we don't really watch wrestling. And Dad goes, you know what? We don't, but your best friend such and such loves wrestling. What a perfect gift we can give to him now. And I'm like, that's what it's about.
There you go. Pay it forward.
It's like, I'm not saying you want a prize, you have to give me a 5-star. I'm not saying anything like that. But you don't have to be like, oh, really? That's what I want? Because we hear that. And it's like, and it's not just us. It's all the shops I talk to that do this. And it's like, if you can't something nice, if you have something nice to say, don't say it all. If you don't want it, give it to somebody who can appreciate it.
Right.
Pay it forward. And that's my biggest thing. It's like we put a lot of thought, effort, energy, and money into this stuff that we give away. We put so much thought and passion into when we build these giveaways. We're like, okay, we need so much football. We need so much baseball. Let's go look at this. What would be a good thing? Let's look at this. We don't just go back there and just start grabbing like boom, boom. And we don't just build these bags and go here, boom, boom, boom. We put a lot of thought into this. We go to lunch, we have a meeting, we talk about this. There's so much behind the scenes that goes into what we're doing as far as what we want to give away and what we want to do for the collectors, and I just wish more people would be more appreciative when they got something. It's like, if you don't like it, then just say thank you. I appreciate it and walk on.
And you know what? If you don't like, go sell it yourself.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're like. That's what Tyson goes. They're worth like $250. You can easily sell it if you don't want it. I'm sure they'll go to another shop and say,
go ask somebody, hey, anybody want to trade for this? Anybody want
yeah.
But you're right. I look back at like when I used to go to my old shop, and he kind of did the same thing that you guys did. Ever so much amount of money, you got a ticket.
Yep.
And he actually did weekly drawings.
We used to do that in the old shop, Michael. You remember that?
Like that can get very expensive, especially when you're giving away hobby boxes. Granted, in those times, hobby boxes that like he was giving away weren't to the extent of what the shit is now. So we got to put things into context.
They're probably $50 now. They're worth like $350.
Yep. Yeah. So got to put things in context. And it was always baseball, basketball, and football. So those were the options. And at the end of the day, if you won, you got to pick. Well, guess what? There were a lot of times that the football box that was there that was free, it's like, oh, okay, this is kind of garbage, but hey, it's fucking free. Thank you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's free. It's free.
Yep. It's free. You should say, it's never going to change in people. And I'm not sitting here it's I feel bad for other people who deal with that as well. So, but it's free. Play it. If you don't like it, there's plenty of kids who would really appreciate that stuff.
Well, and again, and that's the thing, show the appreciation, show the gratitude, because at the end of the day, you guys don't have to do that.
Yep. And they don't have to say thank you. They don't have to say thank you to us. They look and say, cool, appreciate it. Nothing. You don't have to say anything. You just don't have to say, oh, I don't like the sport, or I don't want that. It's like, come on. Like, so it's not going to change. I'm not going to, but behaving that way, I'm not going to trade you. I'm not going to say, oh, here, give that back. Would you like the $500 box off my shelf for this? No, it's not going to work that way. It's, it is what it is. Sorry. I had to get that. That was the one thing. It just, we put a lot into it, and it's just like, really?
Well, and I think different, because at the end of the day, you don't have to do, again, you don't have to do that. You do it out of the kindness of your hearts, because that's what you feel like you should do. And I'm going to say it. These people should say thank you. Because again, you don't have to do it. You are choosing to do it.
Yeah.
Because that's what you want to do.
We always going to want to do that. We always want to do things throughout the year like that.
So no, say fucking thank you, take your thing, and move on.
Yeah,
what you do with it after the fact, who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Burn it for all you care. I don't care. You want it. You own it.
You probably had over 500 different people come through the store, and that may be on a low number. It may have been more than 500 people come through the store that day. Only 30 won something.
Correct.
And you're going to bitch about it?
Well, that's the thing. It goes through Sunday, so that's 3 days of people coming through the door. So yeah, whatever. We'll just say 500. Who knows? I don't even know. But yeah, I get it. And that's never going to change every year. We get that, and it just comes with it. It comes with the territory. It's things like that. It just really irks you, and it's like, man, like we're giving away, like, yeah, the box you got's worth $250, and you don't want it, like. You go put it on eBay, go sell it, you'll get $250. Go get an extra $220 in your pocket. It's like, sorry we gave you something you don't like. Sorry, it's like, but it is what it is. And and again, I'm not gonna publicly go out there. I'll do this with you guys, and I wish more people would just, again, not just us. It's other shops too I talk to.
Well, be appreciative. Be appreciative. And that's the thing. It's and I'm gonna reiterate this until I'm blue in the face. You guys don't have to do stuff like that. Would it be any different if you didn't? And somehow at random people are in the store, you know what? Hey, we're in a giving mood. We're going to give away something today.
Yeah.
And trivia question, whatever it may be, something random. Hey, guess what? You won a box of Cactus Jack WWE. Great product. Wrestling or not, beautiful product.
Yeah.
I'm not a wrestling guy when it comes
I'd
to
open it.
but
yeah, you're like, I do it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're, it's like,
but like, are people going to bitch at that point in time too? Hey, I just happen to be at the right place at the right time. I'm getting something, and they didn't have to spend anything potentially in that situation. Is that the problem? Because they had to spend money and that's not what they wanted? Well, want in one hand, shit in the other, and see which one fills up first. You're a better guy than I would, because I'd probably. This is why I don't own a business.
Yeah, this is why I'm in the back, and I have to. I own a business, and I've got staff that represent the business as much as me, and they have to keep their composure as well, and some of the stuff that they deal with, and I'm like, man, like I don't think I can put up with that. We had somebody kind of get attitude with them because they spent $35. Like, well, can we have a ticket? And they were like, they were assholes about it. And she's like, no. She goes, literally, it's 50. She goes, Ryan, if they would approach me in any other way, I was like, sure, whatever, fine. Like, here's your ticket. Like, not a problem. It's just a ticket, chance to win. But she's like, they were completely rude to me. And I'm like, yeah, you don't deserve that. I wouldn't put up with that. Like, no, don't give me a ticket. If you're nice, like, hey, I spent like $45. Like, do you care? Like, that's all I had. Yeah, sure. Hey, it's just a ticket. It's fine. Like, but for you to be $35, then be rude, like, oh, give me a ticket.
Yeah.
Like, no, I stand behind my staff. And if you want to give me a 1-star and leave, go elsewhere, we don't need that type of business. We don't need those people that are going to be disrespectful to my employees. And I hate, that's what drives me much more than anything. It's like they have to keep a happy face on and take some of the stuff. And it's like, you shouldn't deal with that. Like, people just don't need to be assholes, plain and simple. But they are. There's a lot of them that are. And we do a lot every day. And that's, again, it comes to the territory in any business you own. And
and that person likely does that everywhere they go.
Oh, 100.
It's not unique to being in the card shop.
100%. And
yeah, we call those people Bob.
Bob. So they're Karens.
because like Bob would do something. Okay, just kidding, Bob. You wouldn't do it. No, you'd be the guy like me. Who the fuck do you think you are? You spent $35. The rule is 50. Fuck off. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, don't come back.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need your business.
This is what it is, man. It's always going to be, and no matter what you do, try to make everybody happy. It's impossible. So you just got to accept it and know that you're making a lot of other people happy, and that's what it's about. Like, we had one of our good high school, my wife's really good high school friend. Her son is such in the hobby now, and he loves our shop, loves her, gets her shirts, wears them all the time, and he came there on Black Friday. This is cool to say. And I'm running around in the back trying to help on the front. And I come out and he's like, hey, Ryan, is there any more Topps baseball advent calendars? I see the other ones up there, but I'm really only into baseball. And I was like, there's none left. He's like, no. I'm like, let me go check them back. And luckily we had 2 left in back. And I walked out and I go, you're in luck. I got 2, pick one. He's like, oh my gosh, he was so happy. And then he bought that like Holiday Mega. Well, it turns out his mom, I had left, and I've known his mom for 20-something years since I've been dating my wife, which is 21 years now. But she came up and bought something I saw, but she texted Shannon, he won a Lorcana box. And nothing like, oh, he doesn't like Lorcana. Like, probably went home and either ripped it because he loves cards, or they're probably like, give it to somebody that does. But I was happy to hear they won it because, like, they support us for the right reasons, and they were appreciative of it. So it was cool to see that. Also, the fact that I'm glad we didn't put up. Even Matt, I went to the back. He's like, dude, I'm glad that he goes, a part of me was like, crap, I forgot to put all the advent calendars for baseball. But he's like, I'm glad we didn't now, because otherwise he wouldn't have got one. And that's what he really wanted, was an advent calendar. So think about it. My kids get Lego advent calendars. They get this or whatever they do for kids. You got, you remember this, Steve. And he chose to have a baseball advent calendar, and that's what he wanted. He doesn't like football or basketball. And I was able to get him that. So to me, that's cool, to be able to provide that for him and know that he wanted to get that from our shop, and luckily was able to get that for him. So,
no, that's awesome. So, like, you got to weigh the good with the bad, and that's one of those situations. And that probably could have made any bad situation 10 times better for an extended period of time. So. That's the stuff I like to hear. And not to change the subject, but I do have to ask, Bob, how's the recovery going? You doing good?
Going smooth. Can you hear me okay? I'm trying this with earbuds. Had a first physical therapy appointment yesterday, follow-up doctor's appointment today, which everything seems like I'm on track, but it'll probably be 4 weeks before we start talking return to work, light duty stuff. So It's going to just be a lot of hanging out. I have spent more time on eBay in the last 3 days than I have probably in the last 3 months. So trying to find.
Did you buy anything?
I made several purchases. Yes, one was even
for
over
yourself,
$50. Right? Yeah,
for yourself, right? Okay.
Yeah. Couple, I think 2 Moss cards and 3 Moss cards and 2 Shaq cards. So
good deal. So Ryan, so you're aware, Bob unfortunately hurt himself at work and had to have surgery.
No, I'm sorry to hear that, Ben.
All good, thank you. Tore but it's funny, funny. when I went to have my MRI read, and then the next step is to like schedule an appointment with an orthopedic surgeon. The first appointment they got me was December 1st, which was yesterday. And the doctor at the place was like, that's not good enough. So here I am now, 4 or 5 days after surgery because they changed the appointment. Now, like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't even had my initial appointment, let alone like a surgery date and finish. So it's like, I'm happy to just kind of have it all in the past now. Now I'm almost, tomorrow will be a week on the other side of it. So I feel like I'm making good progress.
Good.
Good to hear. Good to hear. So any other?
Thanks for asking.
No, well, come on, Bob. Like, really? What is the show always about? It's the friendships that you forge. So
Yes.
I would consider myself a shitty person if I didn't ask, since you're here.
Yeah. So would I.
It's one thing. It's one thing to interact via text messages here and there, but that's what we do.
Yeah, man. Where is that guy at? That friendship guy that promotes all the friendship stuff. He was out this week, right?
Well, no, he'll be here. He's still at basketball. So
yeah.
That's why we started. That's why we started a little bit earlier, because Ryan's such an old man that he has to get to bed by 10 o'clock because it gets dark sooner. So he had to come on earlier. Man, the things we do for this guy, man. Jeez.
You were gonna say his fucking guy.
All valid. I'm old.
Yeah. No. I also I got started kids at 8:45. That's about a 20-minute process to get into bed at least. So
I'm giving you shit.
No, I know.
Because that's just how we do things. So anything else like big scheduled before now in the end of the year for the shop, or?
No, I mean no. Right now it's probably kind of playing catch up with a lot of backstock. We have a lot of singles on backstock that I'm trying to get more and more online and go through. Like, I don't have a show to go to until Dallas if I come in January. So I'll go to Columbia to Chase's shop, Dugout, Matt Michael's familiar with. I'll go there, I think Monday, December 21st. Parker and I always do a father-son day trip in December when he's out of school, and we go there. We rip at his shop. Now he's next door to a Shakespeare's. Parker loves Shakespeare's. It's pizza. It's a college town pizza. Dave Portney went there and did a whole thing. I guess they got ranked like top college pizza. It's not. It's okay. But to my kid who's obsessed with pizza, it's not. It's okay. It's not that great. But my kid loves it. So we'll get a good day on that. And then there's a little monthly show here. Besides that, I got to get to the drawing board for the next card show in the card shop, which we just had the 2-day one 3 weeks ago.
I was going to say 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So really, this is more of a time where I can kind of coast because the Holiday Mania is set in stone and everything's running itself. And I got staff to really manage everything, so I can do a lot of behind the scenes, catch up on things, and not really downtime, but just mess with cards, which makes me happy. I like pricing cards. I like touching cards. I hate dealing in product. I mean, it's what our business is known as, but Tyson buys so much, and it's unbelievable the back stock that he has right now. Michael, next time you come by, I'll just have you go back there and be like, what is going on, man?
I mean, it was crazy the last time I was there.
Oh man, it's even worse now. Tyson's a machine.
He never
man.
stops.
He doesn't. It's been slower the past week, which I'm okay with. We needed a lot to do, but I think it's gonna pick right back up. So, but no, it's been great.
The last 3 months, it was like every time I turned around, there was a new freaking post on Instagram. It's like, geez.
It's unreal, man. Like he's a machine, and I'm very grateful to have him. You guys know, you both up there know Tyson very well, and know Tyson a long time. He goes just back as long as you guys with me, and I'm truly blessed to have him in that position where I used to be that guy, and now I don't have to be. It's nice taking off a lot of the hats I used to wear and wearing the ones that really run the business behind the scenes and having people represent us. That's kind of the biggest blessing in disguise is just having good people that work for us that really love this hobby and care about it day in and day out. And I trust them. That's the biggest thing. So besides that, no, just Playing with cards, man. I'm actually pretty excited. I got to play with cards on Saturday. I was pricing a bunch of really cool. Tyson bought this. You guys will love this. Bought this collection, and it came in screw downs. It was one of our good customer, Frog's buddy, I guess his boss or something, and it was a ton of like 08 to 2011 football, like stuff we used to like prime time. We used to list.
Flacco.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, good stuff.
It was so fun to go through it and price it. Like there's 3 Gronk autos were in there. We had Ndamukong Suh rookie autos. We had, I think all those guys from those years. It was just a lot of fun to process it and go to ComScene. There's a lot of things that we're going to go to check out my cards, but I knocked those out and they'll all be hitting the website, I think, this week. But that was just cool to do. Like just things like that. Like, and that makes me really happy. I enjoy it. I literally get excited to price like a $5 card. I don't know what it is. It's like, it takes me back to my grassroots. Like, I'm like, I could sit here and, well, you know, it's easy with product because you're like, you price one product and you can sell so many units, but pricing cards, like, it's just, it takes time, but I enjoy it getting back to the grassroots and just kind of bouncing. I don't try to stay on one focus. I'm like, okay, let's talk a little football, let's do a little baseball, basketball, but then I got other guys that price as well. So, but I enjoy it. It clears my head and it just, I feel extra productive when I get it done because with our backstock, we're never going to get through everything. It's just inevitable with Tyson, but it's nice to go through it every now and then. And this is the time where I'm like, I want to get this stuff processed out. I want to get this stuff out the door or just on the website. Right. You know, customers need to see this stuff. And we've really completely gone away from eBay. It's eBay is minimal. I barely put anything on our own eBay anymore. I send consignment to Mike, MC Sports Cards to just get rid of stuff that doesn't work for us. But we still send to ComScene, but our website's been incredible. Our in-store's been amazing. Never thought I'd say the day where I didn't need eBay anymore, and I'm grateful I don't because that's awesome. Yeah. I don't want to pay 13% to you guys. Like this is like same goes with Whatnot. Again, we might eventually jump Whatnot. We don't know. Right now, I got something else in the works, not breaking related, that hopefully can happen, but I can't talk about right now. But it would be big for the shop. Let's just put it that way, and that would be my big focus next step.
So next time we have you, if it's not released, then you can splurge and after hours pre-show because Ryan does have a tendency to like give us some sneak peeks from time to time.
I'll give you a clue. This PSA event,
don't do that.
PSA event was a trial. Leave it at that.
Okay.
It went over very well, but that's all I can say. And again, they for sure will be back, but there could be more to it. And I need to touch base with one of the guys with PSA. I know it takes a little while for them to process the numbers with the amount and they had Chicago the next weekend and then obviously the holiday weekend. So I'm being respectful and just giving time. I'm going to reach out probably this week or next and see if they can give me the numbers from the event to see if they were happy. I think they were. I talked to the staff. They, just my guy who submits for us, Jerry, I think I submit over 300 cards myself. I've been holding stuff back and a lot of PC stuff, but I wanted to make this event extra special and it went great. 2-day show was great. And, excited we're doing those. And Michael, we're going to make all our shows now 2 days going forward.
That's great.
It's because we have so much demand. We want to get as many dealers as we can and we'll rotate dealers. So we're going to do all of them as Saturday, Sunday shows going forward for people.
Very cool.
Bob, are you having some technical difficulties there, my friend?
Yeah, obviously I'm upstairs because downstairs poses an issue for me. So I guess I wasn't close enough to the router or something. I don't know, man. I'm trying.
But that's a first because typically you're always downstairs. So that requires flipping a mattress to make room for where I usually sit, and it's not worth it right now. Well,
how's the background noise here?
I hear it.
You can hear it.
I hear it, TV.
All right. So I'll just stay on mute unless it's necessary for me to ramble.
All good. We're just glad you're here.
Yep.
So,
is he a Vikings fan or a Moss fan?
Moss and Shaq fan.
So,
yeah, I grew up in West Virginia, and Moss is West Virginia royalty. So that's where that came from. And he's the man.
Oh, he is the man. He's unfortunately the reason why I'm a damn Vikings fan, and I'll never win a Super Bowl in my life. Yeah, I became such a Moss fan in '98. I could have stayed a Bucks fan as a kid or a Colts fan and have a Super Bowl. Now I got gray hairs for my wife and my kids and the Vikings, so that'll do it. But yeah, Moss is my favorite football player of all time. Randy Moss. It's not even close. So
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, me too, man. Just from his interviews, Cash Money Baby, all that stuff. And now like he gives back. Yeah, straight cash, and that's right. He gives kind of like, and in the same way, maybe not as prolific as Shaq, like giving back to those in need in some way, shape, or form. So I always appreciate when an athlete uses their spotlight to do that. So
absolutely.
This is a first. So Dave, not that you'll watch this, I'm never allowed to start one of these ever again. With my last comment, there's only been 3 things that have been typed in the comments the entire show.
Yeah.
Next will be the sub count. Start dropping.
Well, you don't have Dave and I going off on rants.
Just blame it on me because you guys started too early. Just blame it on me.
No, so Dave actually posted a video today. He got his annual Christmas package from Brad, as so many people do this time of year. And he posted it early enough to where he told everybody, like, we're starting early. So it's not like people weren't informed, plus the placeholder the time changed on the placeholder. So the only thing that I didn't do, Pete Az is going to grace us with his presence.
Hey.
What up, Paul? Always picking up those crazy Yankees cards. I love it.
And see, you're the reason why he's here, because like he doesn't come to visit with Dave and me and Michael anymore. Like he only shows up when Neil's here. Now you're here.
Oh, Paul's great.
Not feeling the love anymore, Paul. Not feeling the love anymore.
He's calling you out.
It is good to see you though. 2 weeks in a row. So like I can't complain too much.
I'll show him a Yankee card.
Oh, there you go. The Reggie Jackson.
He's seen it.
That's such a beaut. Such a beaut. I actually got 2 cards in today, but they're not for me. They're for this guy down here.
Oh boy.
He's like, what I do.
Of course, I'm still trying to figure out what the hell I'm getting you, Michael. I don't
want anything.
I know you don't want anything, but that's not how shit works.
Well, then I'll show you what I do want, and then you'll change your mind.
No, because I can't afford it.
Stop it, Paul.
Exactly.
So I do. So I'm trying to think. So I know like Vincenzo got all his stuff sent out, or at least most of his stuff sent out.
Yep.
So I know myself, Dave, and Bob got his tracking information. I'm sure he hit you up on Instagram with yours.
Yep. I got it.
We're talking. So our annual Christmas show, as you've heard us talk about, it's become an IRP tradition. So now's the time in which everybody's starting to get stuff shipped out, and all in preparation.
Well, this was what it was back in YouTube back in the days. This is what it was. Everybody kind of did all that type of stuff. I remember that. It was but now it's about.
Yeah, but now it's become an IRP tradition. The last 4 years. So we always enjoy it. It's most of us are not huge fans of this time of year for a multitude of reasons, whether it be loss of family, just the holidays in general, just they suck in certain people's minds, Dave. And it's an opportunity for us to, share the love with each other and, always get the fun reactions. like Bob
Yeah.
falling out of chairs and Dave, using all his joyful pleasantries and choice of words.
I'm excited for everybody to open the stuff that I sent, but I'm especially excited for Dave's.
So do you guys open
So
them
am I.
all up on here, or do you guys do YouTube videos?
So we do it on the so
We do it
Yeah,
live
yeah,
on here.
we do it on
Awesome.
the show.
That's awesome.
It's usually one of the longest shows every year, for reasons. Vinny.
Yeah.
Vinny has a tendency to go way overboard. And by way overboard, I mean way overboard.
The packages he sends usually weigh 15 pounds plus.
Oh my gosh.
It's insane.
But that's just who he is. Like, I've tried to convince him to, like, okay, dude, like, cut the shit in half.
Scale it down.
Cut the shit in half. And then guess what? Cut it in half again. But it's one of those, it's his zen. And he's had a rough year. So that's why this year I think it's still damn near close to what he did last year. Because he starts buying after, like, during the show, like right after the show, he's buying already for the next year.
That's awesome.
It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Yep.
But so I know we're getting close. You said 8:45. So we got about 15 minutes. I at least have one more question for you, and then, like, if Michael has anything, and maybe Bob maybe have something for you. Any big plans for 2026 up to this point? Anything in the works that you can share?
Mhm.
Not what we
Yeah.
talked about earlier, but
Mhm. Yeah, right now I do know I'm going to finally unveil the old school section. It is on my list and goal for 26. I have been hoarding a lot of cool old school product for a very long time. Maybe boxes or packs or cases. We're talking football, baseball, basketball, hockey, other stuff, and I've never once sold any of it. So I've had a lot of people ask me, like, when's this going to happen? You guys talked about it. My goal is to have it out in 25 when we open the new store, but everything takes over. It's harder, but we want to be able to hopefully do that. That is a huge project to undertake, because a lot of the stuff you're not going to find any data on it. What's it worth? You don't know. And I'm trying to be fair price. So that is one goal I have for myself in 26, is to get that done. Now, the problem is it's going to take time. It's going to be, I got to get it all gathered together, and then I've got to tackle it little by little. And I got to go, okay, well, at least we got to prep it on the website, but we're not going to launch it. We don't want to launch it until we're ready. So I have to pre-prep everything. So it's going to be a project in itself to undertake, but I hope to have it unveiled by spring. And that's been something I want to really do. And I think it'll be great, because we'll be able to offer those type of things online and in shop. But there's some cool stuff, man. There's some really cool stuff that I forgot that I've owned, that we've acquired over the years, and I've just never done anything with. And I think I'm going to have a lot of fun going through it. So that's one thing. We know we're going to be bringing back the bi-monthly card shows. Card show in the card shop definitely has been a big hit. We still want to bring back trade nights to an interval. We obviously have Hobby Rip Night related with Topps in February. So we'll bring back probably 3 or 4 trade nights next year. We want to be able to hopefully do like a kids trade day or trade night at some point as well, kids related. So those are things that we want to be able to start doing in the shop now that we're in there. Also offering more birthday parties. We have the event space that has 2 bathrooms, countertop, kitchen, sink, you name it. So we want to be able to do more things now that we're getting settled in. So right now it's getting situated, settled in, and really working on a lot of things that we want to be able to do now that we can do it. Those are some of the things that I have up my sleeve, I guess you could say.
Nope, good to hear. So Paul wants all your 84 tops and Donners.
When
Do I have any of those? I don't know. When he gets in the Hall of Fame. That's
That's what he said.
Yeah,
when he gets in.
Fair. That's fair.
I wish
and-
Stafford wasn't great so I could buy 09 stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Any 2004 Leaf rookies and stars?
I don't think so. I probably would have ripped that man. I don't know.
Well, that's why I was asking. That's why I was asking because I know all about it.
I know. I do have several 09 things. I do know that. And I do have packs, hobby packs like 05 football, 04 football. We just picked up a 04 Bowman Chrome football box the other day.
Oh, wow.
That's sitting next. I did pick up, I never posted it. And I'm going to get these wrapped and I'm going to keep one and sell one. 93 Finest Baseball. I got 2 boxes of those from Puerto Rico from a guy that buys from us. Yeah, a guy has been buying from us for years. Hit me up. He's like, hey, my buddy's dad passed away. He found this, hit me up. I said, I know a person I could sell it to. So I want to get those wrapped. And one of the ones has Sosa as the box cover card. It's got, I can't remember the other one. It might be Channel Park. I don't remember exactly. It may not have been Channel Park. I don't remember. But I have 2 of those.
That's killer.
I've got some really cool stuff. A lot of packs. I was buying these packs from this guy who's buying them for years. And there's a lot of cool stuff that I'm excited. There's some 2000 football packs there, 2000 football boxes. I've been buying a lot of this stuff for 5 years and never sold any of it. And I just been kind of hoarding it for the moment to do this. So big project is going to be that. But no, I think when the time comes, a lot of people are going to be like, holy shit. Like he has that.
Right.
Like speaking of baseball, I have, Paul love this. I have a case of 2001 Fleer Greats of the Game baseball hobby and a 2000 Upper Deck Hall of Famers seal cases. I bought from a buddy that got them. I think that's what they are. I think they're both. It's 2000, 2001. So yeah, I got some stuff, man. I'm excited. Like it's going to be hard pricing and going through. I'm like, I just kind of want to rip this. I still have I have several 3 or 4 basketball boxes in my collection. I do have a lot of I got Win years ago to go to Dollar General's. They had 2018 update jumbo fat packs for like a $2 piece. And I think I went and bought like 50 or 60 of them. And I still have them sealed to this day. And that's obviously Ohtani. And I got some cool stuff I've been saving for the years. My favorite thing, and I won't sell this or open it, and as much as I love to, there can't be many of these left. I'm a huge Moss fan. You guys know that. Now he knows that. Bob knows that.
Contenders.
I did just pick up a box sealed. I do have one. Contenders. However, I do have a 98 Topps Chrome hobby case sealed, which is not, I don't think there's many of those left out there. And I love 98 football because of Moss, obviously Manning as well. But that was my favorite year to rip. So I had some fun ripping with Wade Rogers, Nash Cards. He owns the Memphis store. They bought this crazy old school baseball football collection. And he was coming to Columbia, the last Columbia show, Michael. And the night before the show, he brought all this stuff. I called him after he posted this video. And I was like, dude, I would love to rip so much of that. It's like 98 football, 01 baseball, 02 baseball. So he brought it all, and I could not bring it to myself to rip the 98 Contenders. It's like, I think I just can't do it. I need to keep it sealed. But I did rip 98 SPX football. I hit one box, and there's one box there. And my first auto I pulled was a Troy Aikman in the box. And I was like, well, that's awesome. I was like, that's pretty cool. And then there was another autograph in the box. It was some guy named Dan Marino, both on-card autos for 98, which was just awesome. But I did rip a 98 SP Authentic. And I hit, of course, I hit a Ryan Leaf numbered rookie, which was obviously big in 98. I did hit a Manning numbered rookie insert to 1,000. But I hit 2 autos. The first one was Curtis Enos. Second one, take a guess. Curtis Enos, 2 Curtis Enos autos.
Oh, man.
But that SPX was fun. I hit a numbered Moss, which I kept. I got the Manning, which I graded. I just sent it to grade. But it was fun ripping all that stuff, dude. The baseball was just like a kick in the nuts. But I did hit, back then in 01 rookie update, you could get these Ichiro packs. It was a box topper. And they were always just base cards. I actually hit one of the relic numbered rookies to 100. I just thought that was so
that's
cool. And I
That's
still
cool.
have all this stuff. Actually, I have all this stuff in a box somewhere. When I go to these shows and rip, I literally forget to process them and I throw them in a box. And then like a year later, like Tyson, one year I was in Chicago and I ripped a bunch of WWE. And Tyson's like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "It's from this box. And there's like an Undertaker Prism Gold here. There's this here." I was like, "Oh, I ripped that in Chicago March of last year." I'm like, that's when I go to rip. Like I'll go when I go to Chase's shop this month, I'll go rip. I go on like a little hiatus break and then I go in like waves. Like when WWE Royal Rumble hits, I start ripping the shit out of WWE for about 3 months straight. And then I just go in waves. Like if I go to a show, I rip, I just forget about it. And then I'm like, it's kind of finding like just fun stuff down the road. It's like almost ripping it again. So
I miss a lot of the old stuff myself because not that I opened a ton. Go ahead, Bob.
Well, I was just saying, my dad would do that where we, collected, a lot growing up where he would open stuff without me around and then just put it in like a 4,000 count box. And then once it was full, he would stuff it on my like rack of boxes. And then one day I'd come across it and I'd be like, wait, I don't remember opening any of this. And he did this. He didn't pull out any hits. He didn't do anything. So it was like me ripping it for the first time.
yep.
And I found some gems that way. So that's fun, kind of like ripping it and then forgetting about it. And then you find it again. It's like, oh, wait a minute, I remember this, and there's some sweet stuff in here. So that's good. I love that.
It's like double ripping. It's like you get to rip it again, but you forgot about it. So
Right,
it's
exactly.
fun, man. It's fun.
Well,
I would sometimes yell at him because I'm like, you saw this autograph on here. You know the player. You could have at least put it in like a penny sleeve or something. But he's like, but then you would know what to look for. So yeah, it was fun.
All right, baby, I'm almost done. We got 5 minutes. I'm putting you to bed. Go in there for 5 minutes.
I do the same. I do the same
5
thing.
minutes.
Like I still have a stack of stuff here from like stuff that I open here and there, and eventually it just goes in like my boxes with my rookies and inserts and stuff. And then every once in a while I'll go. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know I had this. Oh,
Well, that's like Bowman baseball. You don't know if you got anything good until 3 years later, anyways.
Yep.
right.
It was a good find this year was Kyle Ralla. He was truly nothing, and like they're finding so much Kyle Ralla stuff in our backstock.
Yep.
22?
22. Yep.
Okay.
22. And they had Bowman Chrome Auto in 2019. I think he was. Yeah, I think he was 2019. So
much for me not being a baseball guy. I actually knew that. I knew.
Yeah,
the
look at
year.
you. Look at you dropping the year.
Well, and it's no different. Like Paul dropping out the Upper Deck Ultimate Baseball Ultimate. Like I didn't even open that.
Oh yeah, I'd still open that. I'd love to open some UD Premier Baseball 07 and 08. I'd kill to open a box.
That
of UD
was
Premier.
those years were incredible.
Yeah. Would kill
I
to
remember
open
those fondly because back whenever I first got back into collecting in 2010, I bought up a bunch of Ryan Braun stuff from Premier and Upper Deck Black and all that.
Exquisite. Remember Exquisite
Yeah.
was so cheap for baseball. I used to do breaks like crazy. It was dirt cheap for the name Exquisite in baseball.
Yeah, I think I had a dual Exquisite of Braun and Ripken, I think.
Yeah.
Time.
They had a duel together. Yeah. Yeah, no, those are the glory days. I miss opening that stuff.
$50 for a random team in an exquisite football case. Yes, please.
Yeah. Back then, that was probably overpaying back then too. It was like, oh
in
my god,
certain
$50.
situations, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep,
So,
it was loaded with sticker autos, but it's still exquisite. So I mean, there was patch autos, there was jersey. Oh man, Griffey and Jared Jeter autos.
Yep, Griffey and Jeter duels.
Kagawa, yeah, Kagawa. I remember that guy.
Yeah.
09 UD Black.
09 UD Black was great. Yes.
Yep.
Football. God, that was so.
Football, you either were getting double rookie box or you're getting something great.
Something really good.
Yep. So it was, man.
Yeah. My one box, I actually got something really good. Of the rookie autos, I got Sanchez, and at the time, of course, that was huge.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got a flag patch auto, I think the 15 of Donald Driver.
Oh man.
Little streaky, but that's before I like became friends with everybody. So like
Right.
those were the times in which I would turn around and sell everything. Like no matter what it was. I didn't care.
Oh yeah.
I have one question for you, Ryan.
Yeah.
For your own personal collection, is there somebody out there that you're chasing? Because I know you get all your Ruth stuff, you've got all that stuff. Those Cobbs you picked up are absurd.
Thank you.
And seeing those, I was like, those are awesome. They're from the same product. They're just that year of 5-star is so great.
Yep.
Especially for the Legends and Hall of Fame.
That was 2012. Yeah, I actually have now. I haven't paired them yet, but I have the Cobb and the Ruth knobs from that same set. So I need to pair them
at
some point. So I just the Cobbs in the safe of the shop, the other ones in the dollar safe. So I haven't gotten them to that point yet, but I will. Yes.
Is there anybody that you don't have that you're looking for, or just
as far as like knobs and barrel stuff? Yeah, they're like I need a Gehrig. I know where one is, but it's a booklet, and I'm not huge on booklets. I actually had a Mantle one from the same set that I sold because I do want a Mantle, but I don't really want a booklet. I guess I don't want to sound picky, but like if you're gonna put the money in this type of stuff,
you can be picky though,
right?
Yeah.
Come on, let's
the
be real.
The only booklets I have are Barry Bonds, and they're all 3 from the same Sterling set, and they came from one collection. And Barry Bonds is one of the best baseball players I ever watched play. So
that came from that collection that Anthony bought out.
Yes, it came from him. But I have another one that's immaculate, which is awesome because it's the whole Barry Bonds. But so obviously, getting Cobb was another one off the list. I need to get. Hey, Vinny, what's up, buddy?
What's up?
Like, so Cobb, I just got him. So we got to get Mantle. I have Aaron. I have Clemente. I have Bonds. I have Pujols. I'm trying to think about really. What's that? Jackie. I would need a Jackie. Hi, buddy. I'm almost done. Jackie. I mean, basically, think of the baseball grades. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I probably would want an Ohtani at some point. I mean, what he's doing is unbelievable. I had a Judge knob auto that I sold in Nashville this year. I regret selling it, but I know they're going to probably keep making them. And I did really well off of it, so I moved it. So I'm not really looking for many new guys. I feel like Ohtani, though, every time I sell Ohtani, it just goes up, and it's like, do I just bite the bullet right now? But they're getting stupid insane. Like, I just don't think I can justify. I'd rather go buy another Ruth or anything like that. So, but yeah, baseball, I think I'm down and needing like Mantle, Gehrig. I would take like a DiMaggio, obviously, Jackie, any of the old time greats like that.
What about Joe Jackson?
That's what I was getting ready to ask. Would you try going for one of those?
I screwed up. I had the option to buy a Joe Jackson knob from NT, which all his stuff is unlicensed because obviously, rightly so. And I went back the next morning to get it. This is a Chicago show a year or so ago. And another guy I know bought it. And I was like, well, damn. Okay. I kind of came back to do the deal. And I thought it'd be here because he had it for a while. And then the guy who bought it, I've known a long time. He came over. He's like, are you upset that I bought? I'm like, no, dude. I'm like, I had the same option, pull the trigger. He's like, I went to thinking about it. And I came back and because he finally came to a number, I was like, I think I can buy this. So I do regret not buying that, but it wasn't meant to be. So I'm okay. Like, I don't get butthurt over cardboard. I don't get about, I didn't get that card. Like, obviously, we collect Orton and Rollins, all that stuff in wrestling, but people think like I have to have everybody 101. I'm like, no, I'm not an idiot going to pay you $6,000 for a card that's worth $600. You can keep it. So
exactly,
but yeah, it's Joe Jackson would be one I need to get, and there's not a lot out there. That's the problem with some of these guys. There's not a lot. I would take like a Josh Gibson. I would love as well. Guy, just the more I do. Clemente. I have a Clemente. I do have a Clemente. It's from Tribute from 2010 or 11, and my Aaron is the same year. They're 1 year off. They look almost identical. So I have those two. I would do a Clemente cut book cut nameplate, but I don't think there's any good ones out there for that. It's kind of hard not to get those on like not a booklet. So,
And thinking of like that year 5-star with the Cobbs, I feel like I've seen Eddie Matthews, and I've seen
there's Ernie Banks. I missed out on Ernie Banks. I could have got my buddy Hatton from the same 5-star.
Usual have one in there.
I believe so. Yeah, the Mutual is one. I definitely, obviously, being from St. Louis, definitely need a Mutual. So, again, it's one of those things where like I'm not actively looking, but when I go to these bigger shows, if I see it, I'm like, I want it, you know. And Ruth's has been, I think Ruth's stuff still grossly undervalued. And when you compare it to other sports, I guess you could say, I just feel like he's very undervalued, and that's why I continue to buy Ruth's. I don't think if I ever went to sell them, I don't think I'd lose a penny on them. And that's kind of, I think he's safe. We've all played the quarterback game before. We know how that goes. I've made a lot of money off doing it. I've lost a lot of money doing it, but I personally enjoy collecting these things and know that like if my family ever needed to sell it, they would be fine moving this type of stuff versus like a Mitchell Trubisky patch auto or something like that.
Right.
So, yeah.
You just said a bad word. I'm surprised Vinny didn't say anything.
I've given up on all the Steelers.
Yeah.
Except Aaron Rodgers. He's got my total faith and belief.
He
Most
turned
people
42
would say-
today.
Yes, he did. I saw your post.
Yep.
And he has no line, and they just got him at Thielen.
I saw that.
And did they get DJ Metcalf back?
DK?
That I don't know.
No, I'm thinking Minka Fitzpatrick. I was watching something earlier today. I'm like, why did we get rid of that guy?
That was weird.
Yeah.
But I think metrics the last couple of years he had dropped pretty heavily. He'll make a splash play here and there, but I think overall
Got the highest paid defense in the world. Got to do something.
yeah, they're definitely underperforming or performing as the Steelers have for 20 years.
Depending on how you want to look at it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 9-8, baby. 9-8.
Not to change the subject, but Ryan, I know you got to go put the kids down. We always thank you for jumping
Put
on.
myself down too.
Well, yeah, that too. But we always appreciate you taking the time to join us. Again, Neil did fantastic last week, but again, we get a little bit more detail when we have you on the show.
No, I appreciate you having me. I always, enjoy doing this with you guys. And last week I did not realize we had a Friendsgiving and it went later and the kids didn't have school the next day. So I was like, I don't think by the time I got back, I was like, I'm tired. I'm tired. This time of year, it wears on me. Like I said, it's just normally I have a lot more energy, but right now this is just a lot of mental on me this time of year, but it's in a good way. So, but no, thank you guys. I'm glad I can make it happen. Tell Dave, send him my best. I'll message him later. I'm sorry I missed him, but he's got obligations as well. He's got his daughter's basketball, and he's a great dad, and I'm proud of the man he is, and I mean that.
Absolutely.
So, but no, it was fun. I appreciate. Sorry I couldn't give you guys a little longer. Sorry I had to make you guys get on earlier, but it was great chatting with all of you guys as usual. Michael, hopefully I see you soon. Steve, hopefully I see you in January. Be great to see you. Have some beers and catch up.
100%.
I
I will make it. I will make it happen. 100. Like I will make it happen.
All right, we'll go. Bob, nice chatting with you, man. Vinny, good to see you as well. Get your 84 jerseys out. It's going to be a fun ride, one clap. He'll appreciate that. So, but no, it was good. So I'm glad you guys could have me on. I appreciate it. I'll be back whenever you guys ask me. I'll be back, man. I really appreciate it. It's always good catching up with you guys.
100%. Thanks again, Ryan.
Great seeing you,
We
Ryan.
appreciate you.
See you guys.
Have a good one.
You too.
No, that whole division wants to stink to the fiery pits. I don't even know how to describe it anymore.
It's the NFL.
Yeah.
Is that a good enough?
Yeah, it'll work.
Well, at least we're starting to get some comments here in the chat. There for a while, I was beginning to wonder. And the attendance went up too.
Well, to be fair, typically we've only been on for 30 minutes at best right now.
Well, close to it. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
And yet we're hitting an hour and 20.
Which means we'll actually be finishing up a little bit earlier than normal, which
I love it
a good place.
because the Capitals game isn't starting till 9:30 because they're playing the Kings out west.
And you'll make it through the first
Oh yeah, I'll fall asleep.
intermission.
Pretty much. But
I
it's
was trying
fun
to give you
right
the
now
benefit of the doubt.
because they're in a groove right now, so it's fun to watch.
You haven't watched. Well,
Well, they're
I
real.
haven't watched shit.
Yeah, they were real sluggish for most of the season, and they're 7-2-1 in their last 10. I think Ovechkin scored 4 or 5 goals. He's got a he's got a real balanced scoring this year for being in his age. He's got quite a few. I think he may actually have more assists than he has goals.
That's
For a
not
while,
necessarily
he
a bad
was
thing.
more assist than goals.
Yeah.
He became more of a complete player, but then this record chase has him in his spot, ready to fire on a left-hand side.
Yep.
So Vinny, how many packages did you ship off today?
Head. 1 pound 13 ounces, 1 pound 3.7 ounces, 1 pound 8 ounces, 6 pounds. That was Brad's. Ed's
Jesus
4
Christ.
4 pounds 14 ounces was Ed's. Michael, yours was 5 pounds 4.10 ounces. Stove was 2 pounds 14.6 ounces. Dave's was 8 pounds 10.8 ounces. Pittsburgh, that would be Bob, 9 pounds 2.4 ounces.
Jesus Christ.
And Texas, 7 pounds 3.0 ounces.
Oh, wasn't the heaviest this go around.
And I
So-
was told, huh?
I would like to offer a small recommendation for next year for you.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not going to tell you to reduce I'm not going down that path anymore because I stick a fork in it, it's done. I would recommend investing in free, medium, and large priority boxes.
These were
Here's the-
cheaper.
Hold up.
Okay.
I bet you they aren't. I bet you they aren't.
What's a medium priority?
Like $16, $17. And it's up to 35 pounds.
Every one of these was below that. Every one of these was below that, but yours. Yours was $18.85.
See, you could have fit it in a medium and flat rate.
I couldn't
Maybe.
have, because there was a certain thing in there that needed room to breathe.
Yeah.
But I went in there, and Better Half they have these advent calendars that are plastic. They're little tykes, and they're big. They're this.
Yeah.
So it cost her she had that, and then all the other stuff for my it would be my grand niece, right? And I go to the other guy that's on the other end, and he goes, "Are you two together?" And of course, Better Half looks at me and goes, "Unfortunately," typical Better Half answer.
Yeah,
And he
but
goes,
see,
"Well,
you should have jumped up and been like, hell no. Come on, man. I know you're faster than that.
I know, but it was early in the morning. I got there right when the doors opened. And there was nobody else there. It was me and her. And the guy looked at me and he said, "Well, are you with her, sir? I'm like, why, yes, I am. After she said what she said. And he goes, well, I can't help you because you're together. I said, is there some specter or ghosts
Is
in
there
here
a-
that I'm not freaking aware of?
Is there a sign that says
there-
that?
There's a guy over there filling out his paperwork for his passport, but he's down there writing away. So I move all 10 packages, put them where the better half is,
That's
and
just
then he goes in the back. I'm like,
what a
if
dick.
if you would have stayed out here and waited on if other customers were coming in, but no, you went in the back.
And what does it
That's
matter
what
if you were
Bobbin liked to
together?
call a jagov.
Like technically, y'all could have been together, but y'all could have been paying separate. So what does it matter if you're there together?
And I told him, I said, I'm paying for my own with my own card. He goes, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, yes, it does.
I said, wonder if me and her aren't married. I don't have a ring on.
He just wanted to be a lazy fuck and didn't
I
want
was
to deal with
I
your
was quite
shit.
upset at that gentleman. I'm not
So the
going to
question-
judge him, and he might have been having a bad day. So
So the question is though, because you don't, so you can't be shipping in priority then, because they would be more expensive. I'm almost willing to bet you.
hold on. Ground advantage.
Okay. So it's quote unquote priority mail, but it's not priority mail in the sense of priority mail.
Yeah.
Did everybody get that?
Yeah. In theory, everybody should have their stuff by Saturday.
Because
I actually have,
because
if I
priority
switch
mail
my monitor here,
in the
I have
box, priority mail box,
huh?
1 to 3 days. 1 to 3 days.
Mine shows
Anything-
Saturday.
Yeah.
Anything outside of that can be like 2 to 5,
Yeah.
which is
So-
stupid.
They have departed the post office as of 5:02 p.m. Because Joey even asked me, he's like, what the heck did I buy from Sterling Heights? And I'm like, no, that's me, Joey. That's me. He's like, well, I thought you lived in a different. I was like, that's the post office I went to because it's usually not as busy as the one closer to me because there's a billion people that seem to go to that one. This one's usually quiet.
You heard of gift cards?
No, I'm incapable. Maybe as I get older and I age.
That would require you to not remember shit.
Yeah. And as of right now, my memory's still pretty good. So while that's good, I'll keep going. And we're sitting here.
I'm just glad mine wasn't the heaviest this time.
No, it was not.
Darn. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
But I have a new format for 2026. I designed it.
Yeah,
And
you
that's
said the
what
same thing for 2025.
Well, guess what? It's already in I made a spreadsheet.
Of
And
course you did.
there's percentages, and it basically I'll look at it right now. I got
Let's not.
Brad up. Right now, Brad's at 11.54%. And I've
Already for next year, folks. Again, like here we are. We haven't even had Christmas episode yet, and we're already talking 2026.
Yep. I have all the color coding, and I'm going through all the videos and watching them. And so 2022 is blue. So I got all the players marked in blue. 23 is pink, 24 is purple, and 25 will be green. So I can know what I sent when, so I try not to double things up.
Jesus Christ.
At least by player. So
Yeah, Ed, yeah. Let's make sure you go in order.
yeah.
That would be wise.
Yeah, I sent that little thing to him today. I'm like, there's an order. There is there's cards, and I wrote out 1 ONE, Roman numeral 1, and the number 1.
Did you
And
do that
on
for
Michael's, I
too?
said, this is not 11.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hey, but you know what? Hey, we can at least all laugh about shit like that.
Yeah,
though.
because it's a memory now, man.
Oh, 100% it is. 100%.
That's the juice. It's like in the movie Heat. He's like, this is the juice to me. It's not going and stealing whatever it was, $50 million. It was the act of doing
The
so.
act itself.
Yeah. But this is the whole process. Who did he call me last year? Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
That's what Dave called me. Except and then Michael said I actually deliver.
Yeah.
Still a little, still sharper than I'd use, but now I'm just putting stuff together. I got binders. Now I'm putting all the.
You binders? No, I don't believe that.
Yep. So I'm trying to. I have a bunch of these that I'm getting rid of. So trying to go through what's in these and figure it out and go from there. Now I just got to find Joe's cards and I'll be all right. One day I was sitting here and they were all Lemieux. And I'm like, see, put these in this box. And she's like, okay. I was like, put them somewhere. And I pointed. And now I forget where I pointed to. And all his cards are currently missing. So I got Paul's. I boxed up Paul's this morning at like 6 a.m. And then I got Yannick's yesterday. And now I got to do Paul's. But the problem is half of his cards are MIA. No one is more disorganized than me, Mike. I'm getting it better, but it's like... And I am the darkness, Carlos. I am the darkness. That's where I like to float. But I was going to show a set, but then I got Michael a card from it, and I'm like, if he likes what I show, then he might get an idea and then go buy something, and then in 6 days or whenever we do the thing, he's going to have it.
We've hit the time of the year where I don't buy cards. Once it hits December, I don't buy anything that I would be sad if it got lost.
This is true.
Because the increase in number of packages is so ginormous. And then the fact that it's a ton of seasonal hires that don't give two fucks about anything. So
that's a true statement.
So I just wait till after the first year to buy anything. And that way I just don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. And that's sort of like I'm giving myself probably till I might ship it like the 27th, the stuff for Canada. So the rush is over and then just have their come on in January. Because I got to fill out customs paperwork and all this stuff. The guy told me today.
Yeah.
Because I've only shipped something back to Canada once that they sent me a PSA 10 something. I forget what it was. Maybe Steve will remember. Instead of my 96, 97 finest gold refractor Lemieux, which I'd been searching for forever. Who was it? It wasn't Big Poppy. Was it Big Poppy? No. It was somebody. I forget. I think it was somebody on Boston Red Sox. I think it might have been Big Poppy's rookie card in the Gem Mint 10, which was way more expensive than what I ordered. But I was being honest, and I wanted the Lemieux because those refractors ain't cheap either. But it was probably a $400 or $500 difference. But I'd rather have the Lemieux card. So I did the right thing and paid for it. Then the guy gave me the money back. So it all worked out. And some poor schlep got a Lemieux card in somewhere. And he was probably like, what is this? Like Bob last year. You ripped a Trout to get an Austin Meadows?
man.
Steve, you shouldn't leave like this. Then the odd silence occurs. And I'm
Yeah,
I
not.
relish the
I'm dangerously close to going to bed.
I'm not in the co-hosting spirit. We had a soccer meeting today for the parents, and those are always enjoyable for me because everybody sits there and talks about how dedicated they are, and I'm like, okay.
This is
I'm
the first time
like-
I've seen some of you.
I just, it's mind-boggling. And right when I was going into the meeting, some kid made a smart comment to C. I was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, you have no, we're supposed to have one-on-ones in January. And first thing I'm going to tell him, I said, not for nothing, but your team continuity and team spirit ain't there. And if I don't know what you're trying to do, but when two kids have a birthday and my kid gets nothing, there's something messed up about that. So there's stuff for everybody, but my kid, both times, don't piss down my back and tell me it's raining.
Mhm.
To quote Josie Wales.
I
Some
mean,
people
don't
might
piss
not
down my
remember
back,
that.
period, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is true, Bob. That would aggravate me either way.
Oh,
Here's something cool. While we're looking at stuff.
vendor box?
Yeah, it's a vendor box from, I mean, this is the first year of the gold. I mean, never touched. It's been sitting on this shelf since the day I bought it. So I haven't seen many of these for 92, 93, but I wish it was OPC, but they didn't have this kind of OPC that year. So there's 5,000 cards in here. 500 count. That makes more sense.
Yeah, I was like 5,000 would be a little bit bigger than that.
But it's from PA. The Tops Company Incorporated, Doria, PA. 18642. Not sure
But I'm-
exactly where that is, but probably on the other side of the state, I would think, Bob.
One of my favorite sayings there, Mike.
I should
also
have
great.
got on eBay.
Do what, Michael?
I shouldn't have got on eBay.
That's
Did you buy
most of the
something?
time.
I want to hit buy it now so bad right now. That's why I put my phone away from me. Fuck.
Hey, Christmas is done for everybody, right? So technically, you could splurge again.
Yeah. But damn.
What is it, Michael? Come on.
I don't need it. I just want it.
Well, isn't that usually how it works?
Yes.
Hodges is
I'm
buying.
going to
the
look to
Austin
see
Meadows
if
card.
this gentleman is on Instagram.
Oh, you sneaky, sneaky guy, you.
Hey, Orlando.
They are. I might see if they'll work a deal through Instagram, and then I can save money and taxes and avoid eBay authenticity.
Of course, you're still not telling us what it is.
No.
Oh yeah.
You're no fun, Michael.
Well, I mean, I'll show you what it is, but
Always curious.
you know what? I'll just send you a picture of it.
That works too.
Protected from the masses.
Correct.
Well, if it's got to go through eBay authentication, I don't think most people are going to go run out and buy it for you, Michael.
No. It isn't a matter of buying it for me, buying it for themselves, and then I don't get it.
Well, that's true too.
That's what I'm more concerned about.
This is true.
Here,
All right, Dave
dang,
is
where are you at?
significantly, probably much further down on your list because I'm sure you've gotten other shit since you and I talked last.
Yeah, there you are.
How's your arm, Bob?
It feels good. I mean, it's about as expected. A week out from surgery, but pretty good mobility.
That's not
Just
bad.
can't lift anything. Yeah, they're working physical therapy, working more like range of motion and just kind of stretching, I guess. We won't do any kind of strength for 4 weeks. It'll be a slow process, but yeah, we'll talk about like return to late duty work in a month, and hopefully, I mean, it is a workers' comp thing, so it's not like I'm out, but
Yeah.
I'm out some. Yeah, I just gotta kind of do what they tell me. They said you can't really. There's no point in like trying to push it to the limits. Like you're not gonna get done. Like you can't do it faster and heal. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like get better quickly. So just take it appointment at a time, basically.
Bob,
Yeah.
can you not
Oh.
see it?
Thank you, Orlando. I appreciate it.
Well, I when you had the surgery, what was it, last Tuesday?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I said something to Meredith. I said, "Well, Bob's having surgery today." Cece came out like a friggin' gopher out of a hole and like, "What do you mean he's having surgery? What's wrong?" Da, da, da. I was like, "Settle down now." I said, I said he hurt his arm. Oh, she goes, "He'll be fine. Look at me." She goes, "I was the goalie practice the day I got my cast off." I said, "Well, you're insane." So I said, "Hopefully Uncle Bob doesn't do that."
Well,
But-
yeah, she's also a teenager.
Yeah, this is
They,
true. And
they,
she,
Yeah.
they heal faster.
yeah, she's like Wolverine. She heals really quick.
I had the guy at work that he's like, it's probably going to be 3 months before we see you. And I'm like, because he just had shoulder surgery. I'm like, Pete, first of all, you're 74 years old. So like, hopefully my recovery can be a little quicker. But yeah, I've had nothing but support from work as well. It's funny,
That's good.
like there right before I left, my manager told me like they're looking to buy a machine that actually will do the thing that got me hurt. He's like, yeah, they probably looked at what you're costing them through this workers' comp claim versus how much the machine costs. Just like, let's just go ahead and do. I mean, you
Whatever
shouldn't
it
have,
takes.
you shouldn't have 2 or 3 guys for that matter, like flipping 800-900 pound bales of cardboard. I mean, you should have something that does that for you.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
My favorite was my boss's boss at the time. And we were talking, I was working 14, 16-hour days on the road for work. And I ended up in Minnesota at the time. And he's like, "Well, if you die, we'll just put you out in the parking lot. Because if I die in the plant,
Yeah.
I get triple
I
the
remember
money."
you saying that.
And I'm like, who would think I would be outside like walking? I said, I'm like, he's like, "You have a point." I'm like, exactly. I said, I when I'm here, it's 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. minimum, and your story won't make it. And I said, I want to go in the heat treat room when I do it, so I burn up. If I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go well, like a cinder in the air.
Go out in flames.
Exactly.
Yes, Dave.
Now-
I didn't tell you. I secretly sent him the invite. He actually showed up. You missed it. I know you're disappointed, but
Heartbroken even.
Now get your ass on here so we can talk a little bit more and then wrap it up, since we've already been doing this for an hour and 45 minutes. Just saying.
We have to conserve time for said episode, which might be an earlier start if we can.
Well, it's all going to be dependent on
David.
basketball stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I didn't bother to look towards the week of Christmas to see,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest.
Well,
Yeah, Dave, you missed it, man. Guess you're gonna have to go back and watch the replay.
Well, that's not going to happen.
So,
Oh,
how was the game?
how do you think it was?
Brutal?
that good.
It wasn't as bad as that first game.
Okay, so that's an improvement then.
Well, yeah, but still, it's like.
But then again, is it anything an improvement from the first game?
Again, if it was 48-14, then it'd be an improvement. So I mean, we're splitting hairs on schematics right now.
Vincent,
Yeah,
you have-
it's way better. It was 34-27. So I mean, they.
okay.
But
Much closer.
again, when you don't watch a sport, like in basketball, again, now there's like we've got the basically like the 30-second clock, so you can't. Again, even if we didn't, and you had like just the stall ball, the four corners, and then you just pass it around, it's the same thing. But nobody fouling, nobody. You got to stop the fucking clock in order to make a comeback, and
Usually,
nobody did. And like, well, whatever.
Vincenzo, you have a question.
Not Lemieux, but the infamous. I got two Marc-Andre Fleury PMGs, a red and a blue, out of 2012 retro. I paid a grand total of $46 US from Canada for them, and my the gentleman was from Quebec, and well, everything was it's COVID, it'll be there. Well, I never filed anything because I was trying not to be a jagoff, and before I knew it, the 90 days were up and I couldn't contest it, and well, he never gave me my money back. He ghosted me. That was that. Or my second time was I ordered 4 cards for an insert set, and I got 2, and he goes, "Look harder in the envelope." I'm like, what the fudge nuts are you talking about, Jagoff? Look harder in the envelope. There's 2 cards in here. I ordered 4. And recently I bought something, and it's from Quebec as well. I don't do well with Quebec, but I got this card. Here it is. So I have the envelope still, and I'm trying to figure out what seller it is because I didn't order this. It's a Tim Hortons card. So I'm trying to figure out who the heck sent me this. Yeah, they're from Rimousin, Quebec, in Canada. And I'm going to go through my received and didn't receive because I check everything in every week. Once a week I go and I check. And I'm going to do all my I received all this, and then whatever's the odd duck out is apparently this card. And I thought it was I don't know what card I'm missing yet because I haven't bought a lot, so I'm like most of the stuff I bought was on Slab Sharks and Savage out of Canada, and those things come like the clock. What Savage does is apparently they bring it into New York and they ship from there. Because I'm looking at the box today and I'm like, this isn't, it says Savage on it, but it's from a New York address. So I don't know if they use, what is that, Chit Chat, or ship my card some way to get by that, but
That
I'll
chit
take
chat.
it.
I always see the chit chat out of what Niagara Falls.
Yep, correct. So we shall see.
Poor Vincenzo struggling.
It is what it is. I don't worry about much. I don't worry about a thing because every little thing is gonna be all right. Da 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 da. Copyright strike. Da 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 do do.
Is it soda or is it pop?
Pop. It is pop. Or if you're from my aunt from Jersey, it's soda pop because she was originally from Pennsylvania and moved to Jersey, so she compromised.
So here in Texas, it's Coke, but then you ask for clarification. Coke, Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, Diet, like.
Yeah. Georgia, it's like that too. Georgia was, what kind of Coke do you want? And I'm like,
That doesn't seem very.
now I remember. What was that, Bob?
It doesn't seem very efficient.
No, but
Well, but that's the thing. It's like, do you want a Coke? And if the answer is yes, okay, then what do you want?
Yeah, then ask, what do you
What
want?
do you got?
Ask what do you want first.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Coke. Okay, what kind of Coke? Well, what do you got? Diet, sugar free, or whatever. Coke. What do you got? Well, no, we got Dr.
Mexican.
Pepper, Cherry Coke. We got Sprite. Like those aren't Cokes. That's fucking different.
So that's why you're from Minnesota and I'm from Texas, and
That is
just how-
exactly the reason. Exactly, just that reason. And that reason alone.
Vinny, did you ever work for Chrysler?
they were my customer at a time. They were my customer at a time. So I used to go to what they called CTC, or Chrysler Technical Center. I used to work in Auburn Hills when I first moved to Michigan, in a little building, and we developed products for them. And that's what I did the first 2 years I was here. And I did it so well that they had me work on, I moved from there to do GM, Ford, John Deere, Harley Davidson, Polaris, Mercury Marine. I did all the OE stuff, and then I went into the aftermarket, which is like AutoZone, Snap-on, Matco, Mac. So I was in the automotive industry for 22 years till recently. So that was my thing. And I'm a biochemist, so selling going into the automotive industry is what's funny is my grandfather used to tell me, because I always liked Jeeps growing up. Frank Chicha. No. Doesn't sound familiar. But I will go back and Google his name and see if I remember the picture, and then I will report back.
That must be his uncle. That's why he's
Oh.
asking.
I got you. I knew a lot of people over there from probably 2003 to 2012, 13. And then I didn't know many people after that because I just got involved with all the OEs, and then I got in the aftermarket, like I said. Then I got into logistics and operations, and that's what I do now. I'm a operations guy. That's my title. Director of Operations Execution. I'm a
Sure.
lean guy. I
You're an
go in and I fix shit. That's what I do.
Yeah,
So I look at
but you're speaking lingo that a lot of people don't know though,
Yeah.
Vincenzo. So lean to most people, what?
Yeah, this is true.
Lean Six Sigma is
Yep.
is the technical term, but then again, most people don't know what that is either.
Yeah. I go and make things more efficient.
Yes, finding efficiencies, cutting out extra steps, saving money.
Yeah.
Is ultimately what it means.
Ultimately, what I like to do is go into a business, find all the problems, fix them all, and make everybody's life easier and make sure nobody loses their job. That's my goal in life.
Except usually people lose their job because that's what creates the efficiencies.
Not if you do it right. In my case.
Maybe it's your current employer, but however, in mainstream,
Yes, in mainstream, that's usually when they see people like me coming, they get scared. I'm like the Bobs.
Yep.
Not this particular Bob, but the other Bobs of Office Space fame. But I just don't ask questions. I go in there and actually look at everything and fix it. And my goal now is like I've never been I've been there just short of 2-3 months now, and I just everything's so good. I get treated like a absolute G, so it's fabulous. I have no stress right now, which is amazing after 22 years of to go to work every day and not be stressed at all.
About
Yeah,
fucking time. So, Dave, we are coming up on 2 hours. Since you finally decided to grace us with your presence, thank you. Anything you'd like to add before we actually wrap up for this week? Since we started early, which means we all get to go to bed early,
Correct.
including you.
Correct. No, I'd just say, again, deal-wise out there, besides like what Ryan has, or the RBI Crew boys have on their site, there are other shops out there that have some stuff going on. I don't know if it's carrying over from the past weekend. We'll have to look into your favorite shop. But if you got a collector in your family,
Really?
I'm very hungry. I made 4 burgers before. I ate one, and then Naomi had one before the game, and this was like 3:30. So I just had one, and I'm on number 2 now. So that's why there's no camera. You don't need to watch me eat. It's like Jabba the Hutt eating. You don't need to see that.
Some people would pay to see that.
They haven't yet, Bob. So I'm disappointed because I thought it'd be a 1,000 air by now, but I'm not.
Well, at least you're 100 there.
Yeah, something like that. No, again, you can never go wrong, even if it's people that collect vintage. Oh. If you see like a blaster update or blaster of Topps basket, you find cards that are of the current ilk. Most collectors are going to be pretty happy just opening something.
Yes.
Instead of getting a pair of socks or like an oven mitt or, I don't know, a hat that says I farted or something like that. I mean, just.
I'd take the hat.
I don't want to announce what I'm going to do. I mean, I know that it's going to happen. I just don't need you to know that it's going to happen. So, but I mean, yeah, you see supplies. Everybody needs supplies. If you go to the card shop, if you go to LCS near you, always like penny sleeve, top loaders, mags. I mean, just stuff even if you just look at stuff around, you got a collector in your family, and you don't have to sit there and, oh man, I don't know what to get, and just listen to them talk as they're leafing through cards or sorting. Man, I need some more magnetics or something. And then you look and be like, even take one and be like, I need some of these. And then they can help you if you're like, oh, I just do Pokemon, or I just open Tops or Prism or something like that. Hopefully the people at the shop will be kind enough to direct you in the right direction and not try to scam you out. Like, oh yeah, you need this and you need this and you need that like 3 gallons of blinker fluid, or your fucking car's gonna just go to hell. But, so, but yeah, if all else fails, Target, Wally, wherever.
Yep.
Just get some Tops, get some Panini Prism or whatever's there. Bowman, Platinum, Bowman, Draft. I mean, you don't have to sit there and sweep the whole shelf, but
Well, there's always the online path too when it comes to Shields and Dicks and even Fanatics. I mean,
True.
at least with Fanatics, you're paying MSRP. Dicks, you may be paying a little bit, $5-7 over MSRP. Walmart, you just never know. Sometimes you get lucky and you're not paying through one of their approved sellers.
mm-hmm.
At least with Target, you can filter it. Well, you can do the same thing with Walmart, but Walmart seems to sell out faster than Target for whatever reason, even though lately I've noticed Target seems to be a little bit cheaper than Walmart on some of the stuff. But there's plenty of options that are out there from hell, fucking Best Buy sells cards. Go into a Best Buy. And yes,
Barnes
they have
and
cards.
Noble.
Barnes
Yep.
and Noble. Yep.
Yeah,
So-
Lids. Last time I was in Lids, they had a hobby box of Tops update.
Well, yeah, because they get a lot of their shit through Fanatics too. So that's probably how they're getting access to some of that. So, like, again, there's multiple retail outlets. So,
And if
And I
your
know-
collector has like mini helmets or that type of stuff, that go to like a Hobby Lobby. They've always got some kind of deal, a half off on a case. That's where I got the Brodeur auto helmet that Vincenzo and Better Half got 2-3 Christmases ago.
It was like 4 Christmases ago.
I don't know. They all run together.
I was told if I buy her another piece of memorabilia, she's going to beat me because we're out of room.
And there's always ways to rearrange.
very true.
But yeah, go there, do measurements on said piece though.
Correct. Yeah, don't make the
do
mistake.
blind. Well, I think it's 1-0. Again, there can be get a tape measure out, and it's not difficult. So that could be something.
We all 5 can answer this question, and then we can wrap up, I think. So I'll give you a longer answer, but I won't go down any diatribe. So the older I get, the more I have a tendency to focus specifically on the main PC, which of course is Terrell Davis, and some of the sets that I've wanted to get over the years. If I'm wanting to open something just to open, I'm going to open the newer stuff because I want a chance of getting some of the newer rookies and everything else. Yes, I could go the easier route and just buy a hand collated set, and be done with it. But sometimes it is fun to pull them than it is to just buy them. And I know Bob will agree with that for sure. But that, again, like that may change the older I get, but where I am now, I will still buy some of the newer stuff again, just for something to open. But I also stash a lot of the retail stuff back. So I don't always get to open everything. So that's kind of where I am. Michael, anything you'd like to throw out there to answer the question?
I don't really have much to offer because I haven't changed much. You know.
So you're sticking with what you've been sticking with, in other words.
Yeah, I'm not going to change much. I don't know if there might be 5 active players across the 4 major sports that I would buy a card of currently. It just doesn't appeal to me all that much. Give me Rodgers and Favre, and then the Hall of Famers and legends,
And maybe an Ovi.
Or an Ovi. Yeah, that's true.
Well, he's one of those 5.
Yeah,
Active.
Yeah.
but I think for you just what I don't even remember what show it was. But again, that's where you sell stuff, and you have that opportunity at like Ryan's shop to buy whatever the TV show or
The box that he got.
yeah, you would
The
Oh,
boys.
The Boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
there's
I
stuff
still
like that.
You could go. Yeah, you could
I
say.
still can't believe I
non-sports.
pulled that. That's so crazy.
That was a hell of a hit.
Yeah, it was. And again, it's the story because you got to do it with your wife. So
Yeah, 100%. And
And
I explained to her that's not common.
No,
right.
this isn't.
If I buy anything more for us to open, expect to get nothing. We are
Yeah.
going. It's money thrown in the trash, which is why I just don't do it often.
Mm.
I just happen to get lucky. And that's why I told her, I said, there's 100+ different autographs I could pull from that product that would have been, I mean, they're not worth anything. But I managed to pull one that was.
Right.
Yeah, one of the top 2, I would
Yeah.
say.
And I already have Anthony Starr, Homeland. I've already got his
Yep.
autograph from private signing. I've got an autograph coming in from, hopefully he signs this week. I've got a Walton Goggins Fallout autograph coming.
Goggins goggles.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he's a trip.
He's awesome in everything he's in.
Yeah, he plays a hell of a bad guy and a pretty good, morally conflicted good guy.
Yeah, because he's first I remember seeing him is The Shield.
Justify.
No,
Yeah,
The
the
Shield.
Shield.
Shield was first.
Shield was awesome.
Justified is my favorite show ever.
Yeah.
And then Righteous Gemstones.
Oh yeah, that was
Son-
good.
He's awesome in Sons of Anarchy.
The Hateful Eight. That was great in that.
Yes, and Django Unchained.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great in everything.
He's a good actor.
The only thing I didn't watch was The Unicorn for obvious reasons. Not a show that's going to catch my attention.
So, quick question, which requires a quick answer, Michael.
Okay.
Before I kick it over to Bob, the card you sent me, I'm numbered to 15.
The one I just
The picture you sent me.
I don't know.
It should be numbered to 100, but it should be the
Correct.
first 10 or 15 that are autographed, depending on the player.
Yeah, it's number 5.
Okay. And I know the play. I don't know if they did it consistent, but I know like the TD from that set is to 15.
Yeah, and
So-
that makes sense.
So
Yeah,
Bob?
unfortunately, Favre was not one of the autographs in that set. He has a card, but he's not in the autograph portion.
interesting.
Otherwise, I would spend a.
You'd
I'd
be
spend,
looking
it
for
would
one.
be in my collection. There would be one, and I don't care
Right?
what it would cost.
Well, for good reason. I love that card. So
So, yeah, though I would rather purchase the one that I showed you guys. Yeah,
for good reason. For good reason. It's absolutely stunning. So Bob, same question from Mr. Mike.
We used when I say we, it's always my dad. We would open a lot of product, and buy like cards that we wanted, but we would just so I don't do that anymore. We tend to, and now I'm not saying I won't open. I just bought some Topps basketball recently, but got a base Cooper flag, so no need to really buy any of that. It was fun. Had a quick pack ripping session, but I don't even stop by like the card aisle anymore at like Target or Walmart. In hobby shops, I just, again, like, it's enticing. I wouldn't mind it. But I just finally figured it out. Like, the card, if there's a card in there that I want, it's just more fiscally responsible to just buy that card. But I don't even do that now. I buy more like just focused on PC stuff, filling holes from 2 decades ago of cards. There's some that I found one just recently that I didn't even know existed, like a clear ultra insert that, 1 in 288 packs. And I'm like, and it's a 15 card set. That's like, if you were just opening up product to get, in the odds evened out where you got no doubles, that'd be like over 4,000 packs just to get one card. So if I can spend a little over $50 to get it, and that's not something, I haven't bought cards in a while on eBay, but yeah, I kind of have probably spent $100 on 5 cards recently, maybe $80.
Just glad to see you doing it.
Yeah, it feels
It's been
good.
a
It
while
feels,
for you. It's been a while for you.
yeah, it's real easy though too. And
Oh, yeah.
so it's still, I'll never lose the I want to add that to my collection, but it has to like feel like it's a part of something. I won't just buy to have it. Because I'm trying, like one of the cards I bought, it was a die cut version of a card I had, and there's like three cards and 3 die cuts. I had everything but one of the die cuts. So like now in my Z Folio, I can put that card when it comes in and kind of like fill a hole. So yeah, purchases are specific and with a purpose. But yeah, like it changes. I mean, there's still like cards I want to add that don't necessarily like go into a player PC. I think just as an example, like Aaron Donald Prism rookie, I'd love to get a base and a silver of those, and I think they're pretty affordable. So stuff like that are he went to Pitt, he's going to be a future Hall of Famer,
Right.
or players that are, like I don't have like a really good Larry Fitzgerald card, or like players from Pittsburgh that I don't really have. Like I don't have a good Hines Ward card, like because his rookies were, it was kind of like mid 90s, late 98. So he's got some cool stuff, but I've never shopped there. Kind of like
Right.
those purchases feel just more like if the right card popped up at the right time and there was nothing else that sort of I would prioritize over it. Maybe I'd pull the trigger. It's not even like a definite. So yeah, try to be more strategic with the funds that I have and 2 kids and trying to get out of my parents' house. Yeah, money is sort of like not much disposable income, but I'm not shy to spend it on cards when I do have it. So
Right. Don't give out any more specific names or players because Vinny's over there writing shit down.
yeah.
That's what I do.
Vinny, same question to you.
I got into this hobby 36 years ago with my brother.
Because it's
And-
corner.
Cuz's Corner. Yep. After he passed, big chunk of my caring about the hobby went goodbye. And my daughter, who was another part of it, was probably the other half of the reason I got back into it. She doesn't have time to do it really. She is so busy with school and soccer. And if it wasn't for you guys, I probably would not be in it. But I enjoy it. There's a part of me that still enjoys it. And as long as I enjoy it, I'll still do it. As I get older, I like the old stuff. I like the stuff I grew up on, the nostalgia. I don't really give a shit what anybody wants to collect, what they say to collect. Don't care. I don't care about all these opinions, all these shows, all these podcasts to tell me what to buy, why I'm right, why I'm wrong. Piss off sideways. Don't care. I care what my friends say, my brothers and that I've made through this show, and that's what I care about. And that's what I buy. And then I've gotten back into stuff that I like, that I personally, something my brother, if he had a big pen, he was happy, something to write with. He's like, hey, can I have one of those? Sure, Nick, you can have one of those. But me, this thing here, I got it. They make a limited run. It's made out of aluminum. It's specifically turned, and I enjoy the hell out of it. It's made out of aluminum and some other metal. I can't remember what it is to give it the shine, but I mean here's the one. It's like you know what colors those are? What colors are these? Do you remember? Super Nintendo.
Hughes?
Not Puce, close. But this is the colors from the Super Nintendo. So
Okay.
I thought that was cool as shit. And then I always I pick up a watch every once in a while, but I do stuff that I want to do. And I got grandkids now, and I still got 3 daughters that want stuff, and I'd rather buy for better half of them. I just, and my friends. And the older I get, the more it's, I don't know. Even though I have all this stuff and I'm writing down stuff to buy and finish up sets, I'm 2 cards short of the 93-94 gold set for Topps Premier. 2 cards. And I ordered them off of ComC because I got a big ass binder and I want to sit there and I want to open that, because I opened tons of that stuff even when I got back in the hobby. Went to a card show. I come walking out with a case of Series 1 and Series 2, and my wife looked at me like, what the piss did you just buy? I said, they were cheap. They were $60 a piece. They were selling for $5 a box. And I'm like, I'll give you $50 for both cases. $50 a case, $100. And he's like, yeah, I just want to get rid of them. Nobody else buys them. You're the idiot today. So I was the idiot and I bought them. So I put together, you get 1 gold card a pack. So there's 500 and some cards, and you got 1 a pack. So, and then the jumbos had 3 or 4 in them. And they had jumbos one time. I went to a show and they had 2 or 3 boxes of those. I bought them and ripped all those. And then I got the OPG, same cards, different set. OPG, same cards. Just the difference is there's a letter on all the Topps cards, A, B, C, and D. And then the ones for OPG don't just have by the Topps company. So those are kind of things that get me juiced still in the hobby. It's not about having stuff. It's going through what I have. I've cut down major buying. I buy for you guys because that's what gives me, like I said earlier, it gives me the juice for the hobby because I enjoy it. I like Christmas is there ain't nothing like today. Today I felt great. I sent those boxes out and I am watched. We had 2 episodes last year, so I think I've watched them a couple hundred times a piece. It's always
That's you. That's
if I
what
got
you do.
nothing else in the background, I put it on because I know what happens. Everybody's happy at the end.
Very true.
Okay, that's my soapbox, and it is retracting.
All right, Dave. Same question to you, and then wrap us up.
Nothing. I don't give a shit about the new stuff. It just, again, like these guys said, if you happen to have a couple extra shekels and you see some Tops update last year, something where the key rookie is a scheme, like let's say if Tops was going on last year with football, if you saw like a blaster of that, and it's like, well, it's Caleb and May and Bo Nix and all that shit, or you're just like, okay, why not? I'll try. Just scratch that itch of ripping packs. But as Robert, the YouTube Hall of Famer, said, and it's what I've always mottoed my card stuff for card journey with too. It's like, why spend for the thrill of the rip when you can pull something amazing. But if you were to buy a hobby box of, let's say, Prism right now and spend $1,000, I'd rather spend $1,000 on cards that I know I want. Or the ones that I'm like, man, I don't if I had $1,000 and again, I'll go back to that first big sale I made in that COVID summer of 2020 to Josh, BB Express. It's all like 15, 18 cards for 3,500. Now I'm able to get that Ripken 92 Elite Auto. I'm able to get the Precious Metals Donruss Preferred 9.5 Brodeur. I'm able to get stuff that you're just like, no, this ain't a reality. I can't afford that. I'm still in like the mindset of 13 to 18-year-old collector me, where this is all unobtainable because I don't have that kind of fundage coming in. And then all of a sudden you have those situations arise, and you can get the stuff that you once dreamt of, or you still dream of, and you're just like that nothing. I can look at it on eBay and be like, man, that's awesome. But now I can, with a lot of that stuff, I can hold it. And for you guys, I can get shit that literally surprises the shit out of you. Like the guy in the top, the middle,
and vice versa.
When you coordinate something where, oh, put a bid on this. Oh man, it went for that, and fuck, sorry, man. And then 1 month later, that's the shit that I love. I mean, this year I know it's not going to be as much, and that's it weighs on me a ton. Even though you'll all say don't let it. It fucking does though, because this season, but everybody sits down. I don't like it. I just don't. There are aspects of it I do like. I like getting shit for people I care about.
Yep.
I like churchy Christmas music sung well. I don't like the Rudolph. That stuff can go kick wrong.
All I want for Christmas is Dave.
You're gonna get fucking beat up. Allegedly, of course. But I like making sure other people, again, not everyone, just again, my people feel good. And it's always, well, no, you don't need to do that. Well, again, that in the season of the season, that I
We
don't
all
like.
say we all say the same shit.
Yeah, and I mean, nobody knows it. That's the best part.
This
But
is
it's like
true.
that. That I want to make sure you guys are the bright spot. Trista's the bright spot. Naomi's the bright spot. I don't want to have it as like just like Grinch and curmudgeon-y and fucking. Again, there's some silver lining in there, but when I can get stuff for you guys that just has you like flummoxed, ramshackle, just like bewildered, like what's going on, that makes me feel good because you know that thought, and just like you guys with everyone else here and whoever we give to, it's the thought that we put into it. It's not just like I'm going to buy a 5,000 count lot of Austin Meadows and ship it off to Bob. Here you go, Bob. And it's all like Topps 2019 future stars or whatever. And like, no, I want to think of stuff that, yeah, you might want, yeah, you might look at, yeah, you might hit a bid offer or whatever on there, but like, no, if I want it for my collection, I sure as fuck want it for your collection because that means more to me than a lot of picking stuff up for me. But yeah, it's rip and wax, buying the chip that I really like a 38th copy of a Josh Johnson number to 50. Yeah, that's what I want. Or getting stuff for these fuckers here and other fuckers that aren't on the screen. I'm trying to make this time of year happy for other people because I know for me there isn't much happiness at this time of year. I just don't. And again, it's not to be fucking violins and wilting flowers and sad times at Ridgemont High. It's just I don't care for this time of year. So long-winded. You get too fucking long-winded. Just goddamn soliloquies of Vincenzo followed by me. If anybody's still alive in the chat and watching, kudos to you and your Red Bull and Monster concoctions and Jesse Spano caffeine pills, and man, you're gonna you're struggle busting huge.
With that,
Thank you for Ryan and Mojo coming on and
okay, okay, no,
I'll have to go watch. I'll have to go watching the replay.
no, you don't have to go watching the replay. No, Mojo. I would not subject us or anybody else in this chat, for that matter, for that conversation.
Good vibes only.
Exactly.
So, till next week, Michael, Robert, Vincenzo, Steve, I'm Dave. Thank you again for Ryan for jumping on. I'm sure, again, very interesting and quick conversation with him. Him just going like the Micro Machines guy, Junior. So, but again, till next week, keep your eye out for more videos. Bradley Claus is doing damage. I see that.
He is hitting us all
again and again. So stay tuned for next week, see what we got in store. And until then, remember, collecting vintage is absolutely the only way to go ever, especially when you live in the Lightning Nook. But the friendships you forge along the way while trying to secure the best deal for every vintage card you scammed off someone else, that's what really matters. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.